Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps these stories alive. My name is Mikhail Alexeyevich Sokolov. In 1943, I was 28 years old and served as a senior lieutenant in the Red Army. I commanded a rifle platoon of 43 men just like me. Farmers, carpenters, school teachers, bakers, students, ordinary people called to do the extraordinary. None of us thought of ourselves as heroes. We simply did what had to be done. And what had to be done was survive, push forward, and never fail the ones behind us, our mothers, wives, children, and our homeland. On July 14, 1943, we received orders to take Hill 203.7 near Oral, a nameless ridge on a map, but in reality, it was a hellish point, a burning wound in the earth. Whoever held it controlled the railway, and with it, the fate of our offensive. We were given 24 hours to storm it, clear the enemy, and hold it. Intelligence reports said others had tried before. None had come back. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat near the fire, reading letters from home, giving final orders, minefield clearing routes, grenade assignments, signal flares, all according to the manual. But inside, I felt nothing, not fear, just silence. I sensed that many of us wouldn't return. No one said it, but we all knew. My machine gunner, Fedya Sotnikov, a 25-year-old from a Tambov village, pulled out a photo of his wife, kissed it, and said, "If I don't make it, Lieutenant, tell her I was with you till the end." I nodded. No more words were needed. We moved out at dawn, quiet at first. Our sappers led the way through the mines, crawling, probing, sweating bullets. One of them, Yaroshenko, stepped wrong. The blast threw him 2 meters. He didn't scream, just groaned, whispering, "Mama, Mama." I tied the tourniquet myself. He died an hour later. We buried him by the tree line, marked his grave with a helmet on a bayonet. No ceremony, just pain. Then came the shelling. The ground shook. Artillery whistled overhead. Dirt and blood flew in the air. I screamed, "Forward!" and we rushed between shell bursts. A machine gun swept across us like death's scythe. A burst, then a man down. Young Karchenko, fresh from officer school, took a bullet to the throat. He tried to breathe, reaching toward me, but then, silence. I grabbed his rifle, hurled a grenade into the nest, and when the smoke cleared, 2 enemy gunners lay dead. One twitched. I finished him. Dove, if this story moves you, hit the like button, subscribe, and keep listening. I have many more powerful stories from the front lines to share. After that, everything blurred into dust and rage. We took trench after trench, with bayonets, fists, shovels, anything. Drozdov, one of mine, caught a German by the neck and smashed his head against a tree until he stopped moving. They had killed his younger brother 3 days earlier. There was no mercy. Ammo ran out. We crawled from corpse to corpse, collecting cartridges, using the dead to fight for the living. By nightfall, 19 of us remained. We reached the top. There was one last machine gun bunker. The enemy fired desperately, spraying the slope. That's when Sotnikov, the same man who kissed the photo, shouted, "Cover me!" and sprinted with 2 grenades in hand. He was hit in the shoulder, then in the gut, but he crawled forward inch by inch, teeth clenched. He lobbed both grenades into the bunker. The explosion shook the ridge. When we got there, he was lying still. I closed his eyes. He was smiling, as if he knew he had done what he came to do. We planted a flag, not a red one, just a torn cloth tied to a bayonet, but it was ours. The others followed. The offensive pushed on. 2 days later, I was awarded the Order of the Red Banner. I stood at attention as the divisional commander spoke, but all I could think about was Fedya, Karchenko, Yaroshenko. They weren't there. They got no medals, only the earth, only memory. I wrote to Fedya's wife. I spent hours trying to find the words. In the end, I simply wrote, "Your husband died saving others. He was a hero. He was a man. He was my brother." Years passed. I lived, fought all the way to Berlin, but that hill near Oral never left me. I left part of my soul there. That's where I became who I am. That's where I learned the truth. You don't become a hero. You just choose, at one single moment, not yourself, but others. And even if no one remembers the names of my men, I remember, I will be their memory. As long as I breathe, they live. Thank you for listening. If you felt the weight of history today, leave a like, subscribe, and explore more of my war stories. Each one is a voice from the past that must not be forgotten.